All right, team, we are recording now. We are talking fundraising tonight. Billy has come on with us. She's doing a fundraiser as we speak. And I'm hoping more and more of us are going to do fundraisers. I took a little extra time, made up some slides for us. But if you hang on to the very end, we are going to jump into Avon and actually create a link and show you how to set up a fundraiser digitally through your eStore for yourself. So let me go ahead. I'm going to jump in and share. I'm not saying that I am the best. I hoping this works. I kind of made up a little PowerPoint, but we will see how this works with this. Okay, so let's see if it lets me bring it up. Oh, it's going to let us. Okay, so let me move me and Billy over this way. It's going to show, I'm just going to show who's speaking at the time. Maybe that'll make us a little smaller. No. Okay, well, we'll just do that. All right, we're good. So fundraising with Avon. Um, why fundraising with Avon? Well, one, it's going to bring visibility and brand awareness. That's something that we've been talking about all this year is the more people that know what you do, the better your business is going to be and the more you're going to grow. Fundraising really is a way to connect in your community. And it's just going to let you connect to new customers and let you be that go-to in your community. That is huge. You're going to boost your business just because you're adding new customers, which will hopefully, go into repeat customers and building that trust that you aren't only here to sell to people. We always love to share, but when you do a fundraiser, you just let the community know that you are here to give back. And that just really builds some trust, saying that, hey, she's just not in this for the money. She really does care about our community and she does care about her customers, he or she. And it's just going to let you expand your um, customer base because it's going to introduce you to people that you don't know. And in a lot of cases, it's going to be your friends of your friends, and then maybe friends of their friends. So expanding that reach is going to be huge. And in this day and age, there are still a lot of people that don't know what Avon is. They may know that their grandma used Avon, or I remember when my aunt or my mom, that they do not know what Avon is today. So we may be able to introduce Avon to more people and let them know that, hey, we're not just your grandma's Avon. We don't have just our iconic products. We have brand new products that are right here, um, with the times and that, we are along with all the other companies. The bonus thing is that most traditional fundraisers, if you do them through like an Amazon or any type of other fundraisers, they normally only give you about 3%. You're lucky if you get up to 10% back. So with our getting back to our sliding scale, we are able to order or offer a lot more um, in the way of earnings for the companies or the individuals who are doing it. You can give them your full um, earnings. It's up to you, but I highly say do not do that because one, there are things that, behind the scenes that you're still going to have to pay for, even if you're doing a fundraiser. So, like if you're delivering, you're still going to have bags, you're still going to have your time. Make sure that you always qualify your time. And, it just depends on how close you are to the fund or to the organization or the person really depends on how much you want to give back. And you always want to clarify, and we'll go over this again and again. You always want to clarify up front um, what what they need to reach in the way of a fundraising goal to earn more percentages. So you don't want to offer a 40%, right off the bat, unless they have a $350, um, they meet that $350 goal as an organization on the fundraiser, or you're giving away more than you're actually earning. So that's just kind of like why. Why do we want to do it, and why is ours better than some others? Um, let's see. And I told Billy, any questions on that, Billy? Anything you want to add?
No.
Okay, we're good. So
Oh, I'm
who?
wearing an out. If anyone asks, I'm wearing an Avon outfit tonight. So.
Awesome. So, wanted to, who can benefit from a fundraiser? This was something that Billy and I discussed from the beginning. And that is, I'm going to move us around as we go because my slide is bigger than where it was. Oh, hold on a second. I got to go back because I clicked the wrong place. So we definitely can do youth and sports teams, softball teams, baseball teams, cheer dance squads, soccer, baseball, football, martial arts, gymnastics, swim teams. Think about all those youth sports. Those are huge when we come up to bug guard season. They are going to be really great for that. That when you do cheer and dance, you're talking makeup, especially our waterproof type makeups. They make great fundraisers for that. And they usually recommend that the dance and cheer teams use. Sometimes they're strict that they use all the same makeup or all the same shade, and so that's something that we can work with them too. And then just and since we are so versatile with like lotions and cologne versus perfume. We do men, women, and we have things that can be both ways. Don't forget to think about boys, especially that bug guard time. We're really going to go into fundraising during bug guard season. Schools and groups at school, they are great. It will take a little bit more to get into a school to do PTAs and stuff like that. But if you are already in your school's PTA, it might be easier for you to get in. I have taken in fundraisers to our oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? To our athletic, it's more was our athletic part of our school. I have taken it in and presented to the board there and done fundraisers through there. But even college organizations and after school programs, look into any of those. They are all still looking for additional money, personal and individual fundraisers. It does not have to be a full-blown organization. It can be just a person. Medical expenses, surgery, treatments, all of that stuff, adoption costs, mission trips, disaster relief. We see Avon doing a lot of good with disaster relief, but that doesn't mean it has to stop with just our top with our global, where we work with GEM. We can do it ourselves, and our veterans and military. Those are great support ways to do support fundraisers too. Fundraising to, even be able to give extra to the veterans or extra to ship packages over to our soldiers, anybody stationed overseas. Charitable groups, community groups, churches, and youth ministries, animal rescues and shelters, nonprofits, food banks and soup kitchens and homeless shelters. I will add in there, I did the women's shelter last year, and I actually flipped the fundraising backwards, and my customers all bought bundles off of one of our flyers. we had a shower gel bundle going on one of our flyer ones. And I asked my customers to buy for our women's shelter. And I took an entire box of shower gels over to our shelter. So remember that, helping out doesn't always have to be cash. It can be going the other way and actually buying supplies for, especially when it comes to those charitable and community groups. Sometimes they need the product as much as they need the money. We have some more groups over here. Um, Animals are a huge reason to need a fundraiser. Um, Veterinary bills, service dog training, that's a good one. And wildlife conservation groups, always good things to do. Health and wellness, fitness challenge, health awareness groups. We do breast cancer in the fall. Here at Avon, we go with we do the walks and we do all of uh, all of our fundraiser, but we can do them on our own also at any time of the year or for a person that is dealing with those. And then, of course, our senior care and assisted living fundraisers. Slippers for seniors is a huge one at Christmas time. But I always, coming from with my daughter, have working in the nursing homes. I have family from way back over years working in nursing homes. They are always in need of anything, and a lot of them are on such limited budgets that hand creams and lotions, deodorant, shower gels, any kind of pick me up like that, those can also be really good. Contacting, and that's it, contacting these organizations and asking what do they need? What do you need? Again, arts and entertainment, um, dance schools, theater productions, music programs, and choirs. Again, you're going to be getting so much recognition if you can get in with any fundraiser. um, I mean, just think of all of the parents and theater productions, how many people are in it and their families that are coming to see it. And I mean, just the reach that we can get when we do fundraisers. Not only are we able to help these organizations or individuals, but we are helping ourselves with community outreach. Did any of these kind of surprise you, Billy? Some of them you might not have thought of.
Yeah, really, they did.
So it's really, I really want to push everybody. I am going to have this PDF. I'm going to put it up in the team in the group on Facebook. I have this in a PDF, so you guys will have this to go. You will not only have the video, but you guys can go through the PDF where I will list all of these and really start thinking outside the box. And this is just a touch of what of what we would the people we would be able to touch in our communities. um how to use how to host an Avon fundraiser. um we have two ways to do fundraisers here at Avon. We have flyer fundraisers, which I kind of discussed. At one point, like I said, we had one where it was like a 5 pack of shower gels for a certain price, and then people just bought those, and then I donated them to the shelter. Um, so again, that was working with my customers. But flyers can also just be an easy way if you want to work. And we'll go in and see what flyers we have now. I think they're makeup flyers at the moment, but we are always changing. So as each quarter comes, they'll change the flyers. So those are easy. You print them out, you distribute them just like you do when, with any type of flyer fundraisers. The supporters place their orders from the flyer, from pre-selected bundles. The orders are collected, products are delivered, and a percentage is donated. Like I said, that's where we're going to want to think about. We're going to have envelopes to collect money and organize that. We're going to have bags to deliver. We're going to have gas to, if you're actually delivering the orders or meeting up with the person. So that's why I said don't give away all of your earnings. Start, even 10, 15% can make a difference. Um, Now, the more you give, the more, of course, that they can do. Um, but you definitely don't want to count yourself out, even though it does have a benefit to us of also leveling you up at the end of the year to be a 5-star, 10-star ambassador. We still have to, be reasonable in that we have to work our time and our supplies into, into the earnings. The second way that we're able to do um, fundraisers is our full catalog or eStore fundraisers. You can promote the entire catalog or you can pick out bundles. Um, you can, and you do get to personalize an eStore link for online fundraising. You're going to do that because you could have multiple fundraisers going on at one time, and each of them will have their own individual link, and they are having their amounts calculated within their own link. And you can specify for each fundraiser how much you want to give each one. So you can break it up and have it differently on, well, I'm going to give them 10%, but this one is my daughter, or my niece or whatever. So I want to give them 20%. So you can break it up and do it. And with online, it's going to keep those figures for you. So at the end, all you have to do is look at the numbers and let them have those earnings. Um, so the other good thing about the eStore one is sometimes parents, you know, they there's no need for volunteers. You don't have to sort, you don't have to bag. If you have a big fundraiser, that can be time consuming. There's no handling of cash, there's no parents. Parents love that they don't have to deliver the orders after you deliver it to them. So, e-store fundraisers are great for that reason because it is so simple. And you can also, and then you set the percentage of sales to be donated. Now you can combine both. You could use the book and your e-store because you have those that like to actually do a book physically. Um, but that would be completely up to you because then again, you would also have the cost of books to kind of think about in that fundraisers. So those are the two types that I'm going to show you how to make, but those are the two main ones that we work with here. And we're going to answer more questions at the end when we actually go in and look up and set those up. So I did a couple of examples here on how much can they earn and how much are you earning. So if you were to give back 15% and you're looking at these smaller numbers, of course, if you only do 100, if they only do $120, there's not going to be a whole lot. Um, Oh, I'm sorry, I picked up the 10% chart. So basically, at a 10% earnings, you're going to, donate $12 to the organization and you're going to profit $24. Now, of course, that grows as you get bigger because your percentages are going to go up. You're going to get 40% here. Now, you're still giving them 10%. So they're only getting 10% of whatever they're selling or, whatever their fundraiser is getting up to, but your earnings are getting higher. So, that's a point where you can be like, hey, you know, um, work with them to say, hey, if you can get to a $350, $350 um, goal, then I can bump you up another 5%. If you can get to a $1,500 goal, I can up you another 5%. Make that into that beginning conversation, and let them know that if they hit certain goals, you're able to up their what you're giving back to them, as their fundraisers grow bigger. And I did do a second one. Now, this one is correct. I wanted to just show on a bigger range that if you're giving 20% back on these bigger fundraisers, you could actually, start giving the organization or individual $200. It's giving you a $200 profit. Um, like I said, if these are in person where you're going to have to bag them, $1,000 fundraiser, is going to take more of your time, more bags, more supplies. Um, so keep that in mind when you're seeing that profit over here, that you have to put all of that in perspective. Um, and again, down here, if they can get to 6,500, you're at 50% earnings. That is a mistake right there, because it is actually 65 before you get to a 50%. But just, again, letting those organizations know that, hey, I could give you 30%, if you were to get to a $6,500 um, earn it or goal. And that just lets them know that, hey, I can give you, a step up every time you go up, because at 1,500 you're up to 45, 6,500 you're up to 50%. So just give them that push, and so that they can maximize their return. If they don't know, they don't know, and they're not going to push for it. So definitely, I'll make sure that these graphics are better. I'll fix the PDF before I put it back, because there are just a couple of glitches, but you get the gist of it. Kind of, and that's something that if you have a fundraiser and you're not comfortable with this, one, you can use GPT. But I will tell you, GPT is the one who made the mistakes here, because that's who I used. Or two, we can work on it together. We always can work together to uh, break things down and help you guys get going. Um, so yeah, working. So I know Billy probably got all of that, breaking it down. And uh, the other thing, I think it was at the end, I had some special tips because I was thinking of something that Billy and I were discussing earlier. Um, so after the fundraiser, not after, so how to retain your new customers. Marketing and branding is huge during a fundraiser. So you're going to want to add business cards to those orders, if you are bagging them. Labels on products, is also another way to do it. If you're doing hand lotions or shower gels, putting a label on there with your phone number, and name, just so in case somebody wanted to reorder, or put in your eStore. Um, Making sure that they are able to reorder with you, is a big way to retain. Adding a thank you note in there is always good customer service. And you can always add an exclusive coupon or incentive for their next order, letting them know that, hey, if you continue with me, this is definitely something you can have. Um, Welcome 25 is the one we have going for 2025. And also um, any incentives we have going at the time of your fundraiser, are something that you can use also as an offer. You know what? Before I go on, I want to go back real quick because I just thought about this. Um, you need to make sure that these are time balanced to match. Your fundraiser will need to match, within a campaign. because we're earning these levels within a campaign cycle. So you will need to keep, if you are not somebody that earns at a 40% level or higher, or 30% level or higher consistently, then you will need to keep this fundraiser, set it up within the 2 week bracket of a campaign. That way you are actually getting these earnings, because if it goes into the next campaign and you that the numbers don't roll over. So keep that in mind, to keep this easier for you to keep track of. Uh, there are ways to, some workarounds, but for the most part, um, keep that time crunch in there. That way, um, they know that this isn't something that can just go on and on. There is a time restriction. I know with every fundraiser I've done with my kids or anybody else, there's always been a certain time you've had to have that information back. So sorry, I wanted to jump back and throw that in. Follow up with customers through email or text after a few weeks after delivery. That's something that you're going to be able to do if you are working online. Customers that are through the organization. So if I deliver a huge amount of product to the soccer team, and then they're passing it out, I'm not going to have any way to contact those customers. I will contact the soccer team, whoever I was working with, to see if they were satisfied and if they have any problems or questions. But unfortunately, that's when you're doing those types, that's where adding your business card, a book, or labels to each order is going to be crucial to getting that return, and that ordering afterwards, because it's going to be up to them to contact back to you, instead of you following up with them. eStore is fantastic. Once they have ordered with you, they are in your phone book. It's the same as working a sweepstakes or anything else. Once they put an order in, they will be in your customers. Um, this may say this later, but I just want to make sure to say this really quick too. When um, when we have the links for fundraisers, so say I am doing a fundraiser, but yet Billy or one of her friends want to buy from me for that fundraiser, but it is Billy's customer. They, with that special link, they are able to purchase from me one time, but they will not go into my address book because they are already Billy's customer. They will continue to be hers. They are only mine for the one time during the fundraiser. That is fantastic because we don't want to have to, we want to be able to help each other, but we don't want to we don't want to steal customers from each other. So just letting you guys know that with online, that is covered. You can do just a fundraiser purchase. Invite supporters to join your Facebook group, to stay connected, or make sure that you share your Facebook wherever you're at. Maybe you're on Instagram or TikTok, whatever handles you want to share, invite them to follow you there or join in. And you can also offer a free gift, for fundraisers who make a repeat purchase within 30 days. Say, free gift, let them know that there's a free gift. It could be a hand cream, it could be a lip balm, it could be a sample. It doesn't have to be, you're not specifying. You're just letting them know that if they make another purchase within 30 days, you're going to give them a little something. Have you thought of any have you been thinking about uh how to work the customers after your fundraiser, Billy?
A little bit. I think there's only one person so far that's ordered, so
Sometimes it can be slow. Now, I
yeah.
will let you guys know that Billy is doing a fundraiser for herself. So on those occasions where you're needing, you're wanting, and I know we have a lot of us saying, hey, I want to go on the cruise. So all of your orders are going to help me get to Costa Rica. Billy has hers set up as a fundraiser, to help her with her needs. Those are working on your customers and your customers alone, unless you get it out there that please refer me. Getting people to share your link out is huge. So making sure that we share that, and I'm pretty sure I had that on a slide in here. But I'm not, I will see where it comes up. But yeah, so making sure that we share, we're asking people for referrals to share out the fundraiser. Yes, it is absolute, and not only just waiting for them to ask, but pushing that once you've set up the event, letting them know, please share this out, so that we can make this more successful. Invite your friends into the event. Can we share this out to your page? All of those kinds of things to get known, even further, is great. You know, the parents, hopefully, if you're doing a soccer team, the parents are sharing on their Facebook page and then asking their friends to share out to their Facebook pages. So, or Instagrams or whatnot. That's where you're going to get the growth even further. So, not only are you doing it just the soccer team, but you're reaching, all of their family, all of their friends, and hopefully their family and friends are helping to share. So not only can they purchase, but referrals. That's one thing to let them know, is that you are being a huge help to me, in making this successful if you refer me or refer this fundraiser. So that's huge. We're going to jump into this just so that you guys know, but it is, all of our resources are under managed business, marketing, and fundraising. That's where you're going to get any tax exempt forms. Yes, we can get those for organizations. So you can get those filled out. They have scripts and guides, and of course the printable flyers and promotional materials. It is one of those things, and here again is some of that behind the scenes cost. Um, if you're working with a school, or you're working with a besides just an individual, you're really going to want to step up and take our images and take them to a printer and get prints made on, a nice printer. So that's another fee that can be behind the scenes, that where you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just earning too much. You may have to print the flyers, especially if you're working for a school or some type of bigger organization. So I guess some of my other my tips, one kind of went to the wayside. I'm gonna have to find it. It is in the PowerPoint. But some of the tips, basically are, like I said, just making sure that we're referred, that we're taking good care of our customers. This fundraising is a powerful tool for our business, community impact, and customer expansion. Whether helping a sports team, school, nonprofit, or individual cause, you make a difference while increasing your earnings. So I hope all of you are going to really get excited about this and start thinking about, um, where you want, where you want your first fundraiser to go to. Let me get ready here to jump into Avon so that we can definitely start one of these up ourselves. There we go. Sorry, speaking of behind the scenes, um, we're gonna go over to Avon here. All right. So when we're in our back office, we're going to go to manage business, And some of you guys may have noticed our back office has changed a little bit since they moved over, since they have added the beauty resources. Oh, good grief. Since they've added the beauty resource center, it really has, and they've added some different categories. So, discontinued products is no longer in with inventory alerts. So, sorry, they changed things around. So manage business, marketing, and then fundraising hub is where we're going to go. And that's where we're going to get in here. It's going to have, again, they're going to tell you, you can get yours ready in 15 minutes. Before you register, you want to find those potential partners. One of the things on that tips too, that I was going to say is that on helping, like I said, the referral part, also you can work with other businesses. So if you are working to get money for a dog shelter, but you also have a friend that owns a dog washing, grooming place and they have a physical business, ask them if you can put the fundraiser information on in their lobby. You can work with other businesses to promote your fundraiser, and in exchange, you can let them know that on my event page, I will let everybody know that they can stop by um, suds and pups and pick up information on our fundraiser too. So you're giving them a shout out for letting you be in theirs. And sometimes businesses might even do some type of matching. So for every $10 the fundraiser earns, they'll give you $1 or something like that. So sometimes you can work with organizations to boost your earnings as well. So you're definitely going to want to find your partner. We're going to reach out. And again, here is where they have a phone script, introductory letters, presentation booklet. I did go ahead and get the booklet, and this is what it looks like. It's just, again, it's just do good, feel good, and it's about Avon fundraisers. Um, and this is something you can give to the organization, and it, lets them know what is their objective of their fundraiser, how much do you want to raise, how many participants. So it really is, what is your time frame? It's a way for you and them to get um, the conversation going on key points that you need to know during the fundraising process. So that is in there for you to go. And then nailing down your details is key. Here are our options. The flyers right now, let's see what they have. We'll look at it real quick. As I say, real quick, as quick as my computer will. Come on. Doo-doo-doo. Come on. All right, guys, let's see if we can try that again. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like we have a makeup flyer going on right now. Oh, and it does have the shower gel still. So, eyeliner, mascara, makeup remover, nail polish, bar soaps, and um, uh, shower gels. So these are specially priced. Let me see if let's get it a little bit bigger. These are specially priced. So this is also something that you could add to your fundraiser, Billy, and give special offers, um, and let them know that they could get all they could get five for what, 14.99. So that is the price that they would pay, and then you would get your earnings off of that. So if any of these are something that you want to do, you absolutely could see if these bargain deals would bring some interest to people to buy more from your fundraiser. And then if you scroll down when you are on the PDF, so if you were to go get this printed, again, the backside would just be your normal, their name, address, and phone, and then how many they want and totals, paid, delivered, just your normal form that you would have on the back of a flyer. My name is Johnny. I'm raising funds for my camp. All orders are due by, and you would have the time in there. So this is the flyer option. So you can do both. Um, and this would be a way to maybe get some extra, people looking extra at yours. Let's go back over here. So if we want to set up a online fundraiser, this is where it actually, um, I haven't talked about it in a while because our earnings were just so fixed that it was hard to talk fundraisers. But now that we're on this slidable scale, we're getting back into where fundraisers are so great to earn because as that fundraiser grows, your profits are growing and the more you can give them. So you're going to end up putting in their name for the fundraiser, or the organization name. So we'll do, um, I don't know, Puppy Haven. I don't know. We're just making this up as we go. We're going to put their zip code because that's going to say their tax rate. So that's why you're putting that in. You can put in something about the organization and why it's such a worthy cause. And this will show up when people come on to shop this link. This will show up for sure. So you want to go ahead and fill this out with something, and get with Chat GPT if you can't come up with anything. Tell Chat GPT who you're doing the fundraiser for, and I need to, say a little bit more about the organization. Here's their details. They will help you come up with something great. You're going to put in the chairperson's name, their last name. So we'll just do Bob Jones and their email address. We'll take this back to me because this is going to register this. And this is just my business one. And you could put the chairperson's number, and that's optional. So you're going to want to pick your date range. Again, we're going to want to go with a campaign date. So if you can do a 2-week period, that is perfect. So say we'll do it for next campaign, the 26th through, and you can just look at the calendar, 26th through the 11th. And the organization's goal is, I don't know, $500. Um, what percentage do I want to give? So in beauty and fashion, because this is such a great place, I am going to do, I'm going to do 15% to begin with, unless they get up to higher numbers. But, their goal was kind of only 500. So we'll see how that goes. And then, of course, I'm going to do 20% over here, leaving 5% just for that little bit of a gap. And this is where you can get fun. So you're going to do your it's optional, but I would say do it. Customize your fundraiser link. So I would say what who were we doing this for? We were doing this for Puppy Haven. So just to be easy, I would make my link Puppy Haven. That way, when I have multiple fundraisers going on, I will be able to know um, who is working this. So it'll be avon.com/fundraiser/puppy haven. And that's where everybody will shop for this fundraiser. Um, Suggest a category to promote. Um, maybe I don't know. It's just that time of year, so I'll promote Skin So Soft. I can upload an organization's logo. So, if they want to provide that, they can. And the organization has given me permission to use their logo in all fundraising and marketing efforts. You want to click yes if you're using theirs. And I'll just upload a picture so that you guys can see how it looks. We'll just grab a picture. So we're going to grab a Skin So Soft picture. So now it is there. Upload, or sorry, we already uploaded. And now we're going to submit. It was that easy. Oh, I have to say yes. They gave me written permission. I'll just say they gave me written permission. Okay. So submit. They said I could use it. It's processing. Okay, my fundraiser is registered. So that just lets me know here is my link. I told you. Oh, okay. So it does say Puppy Haven and then it goes Rep McDaniel because it's going to come back to me. It's got to be with me also. I can send them an email so that they can share this information and know that when all their information is going on, that way they would know, dates and how much they're earning and all that. And here is, like I said, um, I can have a listing of different ones going on. So Puppy Haven has a goal of 500 in earnings. I can view the details. I can deactivate it. I can duplicate it. If they want to, say, hey, we didn't earn what we needed in that two campaigns, duplicate the fundraiser. You're going to be using the same link. So you'll pay them out at the end of that 2 week campaign, and then start them on the next 2 week campaign and let them take it on for another 2 weeks if they would like to do that. So that is something you can do to extend it out, but always work within the 2 weeks. This is saying my upcoming ones because I put it for next campaign. And then I will have a tab that shows me I don't have any active right now. And it will tell me ended. Ended will tell me um, what the earnings are. So I know how much to give um, the uh, the fundraisee, and it will also let me know who I've done fundraisers with. So I may want to circle around back to them in the fall because maybe they have a spring thing and I can do a fall thing. And, maybe they would like to do a fundraiser twice a year. I would already have their information in the contact person. So you always want to keep track of your ended. I haven't done a fundraiser this way in a long time because like I said, it just wasn't really with our old pay system. It just wasn't working anymore. Um, Really quick, the one thing I do want to point out is that up here, you guys noticed, it we have the limited time. So campaign 4 through 7, we have new customer order shipping on us from Avon. So if a new customer shops with you, and they have a $60 or more order, Avon is going to pay you back for the shipping. So at the end of the campaign, they will reimburse you any shipping costs on a brand new person to your site. They have to have not been in your Avon address book. They had to have not been shopped with you before. And then Avon will do this. So with a fundraiser, that is like a double bonus. If you wanted to, you could even say to the organization, let people know if they make a $65 order or more, I'll be adding an additional $8 because you're getting that $8 refunded to you. I'll put an extra $8 in on top of your percentage and pass that on to the organization. It's something that you would have paid any other time of the year. You have a new customer, and as a thank you to the organization, you could give that $8, $8 to $10, whatever it is, back to them. Something to keep in mind. So, like I said, any incentives or specials going on your eStore, because right now we have 10% across the board um, off. We have specials like that all the time. That is good for the people within the fundraiser also. So mix and match and use whatever we have going on to help push those orders. Learn and shop offers, let that be known within the fundraiser. Hey, we have these codes. You're going to get these free shipping and free product bundles if you order this Thursday or Friday. Um, and then maybe that will get somebody in there to say, hey, um, not only am I doing good, but I'm getting this stuff free. So adding in anything that we have in the way of fundraise or in the way of incentives or codes and offers could just push you up that much, just that extra order. Anything hit you, Billy? Anything help you out there?
Yeah, yeah, I had some things going on.
Good. I hope you made some notes. I am
Yeah.
so glad that you are doing a fundraiser. I hope that I Billy is the queen of fundraisers in our community. She does so much for us. So I know she has lots of ideas going on
Mm.
all the time. I'm going to get my brain wrapped around what I can do in our community also. And I hope everybody is ready to push for those goals that they are just reaching for. Um, and that this helps you guys out some. So
Yeah.
any questions, let me know. Like I said, this is going to be on YouTube, so you guys can watch this at any time. And then I will make sure that the PDF is updated and in our group so that you guys can just look at it and start writing notes and thinking of that next place that you're going to earn some funds for. Y'all have a great evening, and I appreciate y'all.